Hi everybody, Joe here, and today we're going to go over VisualSitemaps. VisualSitemaps is a tool that, you guessed it, generates highly visual sitemaps. It's currently a lifetime deal on AppSumo, so you can check it out there, get a good price on it. For those of you that do not know what a sitemap is, basically on a website, all the buttons and links and pages would make up a sitemap, and most websites have an actual HTML or XML sitemap in the site. So the sitemap is a blueprint to your website. It's usually in text format, it could be with links, and you can also upload the sitemap to Google to prioritize what are the important pages on your website. Kind of just puts everything together, again, in a nice plan with a hierarchy. We are used to tools like Screaming Frog that would give you the crawl tree, which is excellent, and it's been like the gold standard for SEOs and web developers to plan out, to see what's going on their website. So this has been basically a visual sitemap. You can see all these pages organized like this. Now with VisualSitemaps, they organize it like this, which is pretty neat. You can zoom in and out, you can go to any page, and you can actually see the page. All right, let's check out the VisualSitemaps dashboard now. And here you'll see on the main part of all the websites that I have in my dashboard. If you want to click on, you can view the sitemaps from here. If you'd like to run a comparison, you click on one of them, and then you could run another crawl on the same URL or another one, and then you can compare two sitemaps. You can schedule a crawl of a sitemap. So if you want to do that weekly or whatever, you do that here. And then again, you can do the comparisons. If you want to see like a competitor, how their site changes from 1 week or 1 month to the next, you can just schedule it, schedule crawls, and then you can do the comparisons on top of that, which is pretty cool. So we could schedule it now if we'd like, but I'm going to just create a sitemap. So enter in the URL, Creative Sanctuary. Let's do this one. This is what we're looking at. And then it'll validate it, check out if it's crawlable. It doesn't have a estimate of the total pages. So usually I leave this blank, and then max pages. So depending on which plan you're on and which AppSumo deal you got, I believe tier 1 is 1500 page max limit, and then 3000 is the higher one. So if you leave this blank, which I usually do on the sites that I know that are reasonably smaller, it will crawl all of the pages on the website. If you want to only say do 10 pages, you do 10, you can do 100. If you know it's like 1,000 page site and you're like, well, I only need like 300 pages, we'll just do that. But I usually leave it blank on the smaller sites. I know this site is not 1,000 pages, it's maybe 100, I don't even know, not that much. The depth is how many tiers down do you want it to. I leave this also blank, but if it's a larger site, like an e-commerce site, then it would be like site.com/products/shoes/men. That's 3 deep, So you want to, if say you just want to cover the products or product shoes, just put down 2 tiers. How deep do you want it to crawl? So I'll leave these both blank. Advanced settings has some other stuff. I don't use any of this, but you can exclude directories, you could exclude keywords, include certain things, so you can really customize your sitemap, but I just like to let it run. And then that's it. You hit crawl, and then sitemap will be generated. And then once it's done, we already have another one here. So you can see the sitemap set up. Zoom in and out, the mouse scrolling back and forth from left to right. Now it will produce the sitemap in alphabetical order. So all the pages will be in alphabetical order from left to right. It's a little different than what you're used to when you look at a website. Usually you like to see the main navigation and go from left to right there, but VisualSitemaps puts it in alphabetical order. They also don't do some of the standard structure of a sitemap, where if you have a blog page, the blog articles would usually be below them in a sitemap, but on VisualSitemap they just put everything from left to right. There will be some hierarchy stuff for that with like a category, and then you'll see these pages are below it, and then from there. But the blog pages, the articles aren't going below the pages. You can move your pages around on the sitemap if you'd like. Like if you want to put this one in a child position below there, want to put it back up here. Now if you want to get it back to the higher level, you can't just drag and drop it to the left or right where it was. You'd have to drag it to the highest one to become a child of that, and then it goes all the way to the right, which is kind of annoying. So if I want to move this to the left, I cannot. You see, just kind of bumped in the child spot. You would have to take it and move it all the way, takes a little while, to the home page, and then it'll put it all the way to the left. So right now, if we move, say I want to move this to this level, I cannot. I can only put it under the child, but say I want it to be next to this one, I have to take it and move it to the child position of the home page, and then it shoots it all the way to the right. You can't get it to the left. You have to kind of put everything up there, and then it'll go to the right. But anything that you want to put under something in the child position below that, it'll work. Below, it'll work. If I want to put it back to the top tier, I have to put it to the home page, and then it puts it all the way to the right. So that's something I hope they fixed. I believe it's on the roadmap, because right now it's a little bit tough to move things around. Everything seems to get moved to the right. But you can edit this, you can view the pages, so you get a nice view. This is great if you're working with clients and you want to show them the sitemap, and you can kind of see where everything's at. Oops, I went back to page. Let me go back to it. And now it's always auto saving. You can, while you're on it, you can undo. You could duplicate the sitemap. You could export this as a PDF, JSON, CSV. If you want to share it, the link is shareable. And then let's see. So now this is what people see when you share the link to them. And I think when they can change things around here just for their end. So this is a guest looking at it, and then you can create your own if you want to log in. So let's see, did that there, and then as you can see, it did not save. So it's just, they can see it, but they can't really mess it up. If you'd like to, which is pretty cool right here, you can click, you could add one below it. You can either do that or a folder. You can do either one. I just usually do a page, and then you could type the title in here, whatever you want to call it, you know, a link, and then it'll be that, and you can upload a picture to it. So we can take Tumblr, the screenshot, takes a little bit to upload. So now we have this here, so we can show the client what the plan is. So what I've been using it for, VisualSitemaps, is to kind of show like an in-house SEO strategy, and also to the client, if they want to see what's going on, I would put all my links here, you know, and I'll call it whatever it is, the Tumblr, you know, link from, you know, October 2021. And now it's going to this page on the website because I want to generate the traffic there. I want to get traffic going to that page, you know, because there's so many, basically with link building, you'd like to have every page have multiple links going to them over time, and it gets a little bit confusing. You know, you can just use an Excel, you can do a spreadsheet and text-wise, but if you like to see things visually, like I do, this is where VisualSitemaps come in handy. And then you can, again, let's say we want another one here. Let's add that. You know, we'll call this one the Wix link that I did in September. You know, 21. Name them whatever you'd like. And of course, when you click on it, it's blank, but you can upload whatever you'd like, image. Sometimes just doing a screenshot of the page, the actual page that you created, and that would go there. So now you're starting to, you know, put it all together. You're adding your own pages. And by default, if it does bother you that everything is spread out this way, and you want, like, you know, your pages to be somewhere else, like the about could be first, but say I don't want the adult therapy there, I want it over to the right more. I'd have to basically, see, again, gotta go up here, and then it'll go to the right. So they have to fix that you can go to the left, you can only go to the right. Another cool feature is you have tags. You can name tags whatever you want. So if we want to call it backlinks, and I'll use red. Can't even spell backlinks. Red, save. Okay. Let me get rid of that one. I had one called web, but I don't need that. All right, so now my two guys that I just added, I would tag it as a backlink, tag it as a backlink, okay, okay. All right, so got those as backlinks. If you wanted to tag your, let's get another one going. Let's create one called, you know, blog posts, or whatever you'd like to call it. Save. Okay. So this one is a blog post. So we'll call it a blog post. Like, let's say this one is a blog post, right? Okay, and let's say this one is a blog post, right? Or whatever we're gonna call it, but these are blog posts for us. Now, this is cool because you have a lot going on in your sitemap. And if you want to simplify things, then you would just go to your tags, and it would just show what's all the backlinks ones that we just identified are highlighted. And then if you say the customers or your in-house team is like, well, I want to see just the blog posts, where are those guys? Oh, okay, here they are, you know. So that's a very neat feature. So you can create as many of these as you'd like. Can also switch the view if you want to be, you know, that way, like top to bottom a little better. If you want to undo anything, you can undo. And on the pages, if you'd like to leave notes, click on there, and then you can leave a note saying, you know, need to double check backlink. Okay, so that's there. You can have as many as you want, but we don't need the second one, so we can just wonder how you actually delete this. You can make it public or private, the comments. So that's good. And now we'll X out and it disappears. So if we wanted to share, link copied, client, share it over to him or her, they'll see what we just did. They'll say, oh, cool, you add this link. Okay, that looks great. The client can see it on their end. Oh, and there's a comment here. Okay, they can see it. You have to sign up if you want to leave a comment. Now, another great thing is if you know, we're doing a redesign on the website, and you want to show the client first the PSD or JPEG file, what the new page is going to look like. We can just upload the thumbnail or whatever it is to this is just an image of something else, and it will replace the thumbnail that was crawled. So it's great to show clients a preview of their site and where the page is going to be. So now we have that as the preview. And then we can leave comments for them. Again, move things around. The backlinks feature, though, is a great thing. Very helpful to add as many as we'd like, you know, and then just name them. Even if you are going to do, you know, the name of the, you know, abs.com/blog, you know, /article, the external backlink that you wrote an article somewhere, and just to put that there, you know. And then if you have like another, you know, website, like a you know, network site, you know, USA.com, and you can just kind of like organize and build your strategy. So it's not just great to have your visual sitemap, but your own website sitemap, but use it for external websites and links that are going, you know, towards your money site. And not everybody, you know, that you don't just post backlinks to your homepage. You want to post them to all your pages. But you know, that's that. This will also condense things, if you see, and expand. See, condense, expand. So the zooming in and out. This one's a long site, so it would be really great if we could just get things to, you know, when I want to move it over a couple spots, that doesn't move all the way to the end, because then if I want to get something to the left, I have to move everything over, and then it shuffles back. So that's kind of annoying. So we have the workspaces, you have your comments, so you can comment on your sitemap and exchange that with clients, people in-house. Again, very, very helpful. The roadmap for visual sitemaps, as you can see, they're doing an export crawls, XML for search engines. That's the only thing right now in progress. Everything else they are voting on. So really need a lot of things added. The, you know, the moving from left to right. The also interlinking, there's no way of showing left to right link. Like say I wanted a page connected to this link or connected to this page or any page, can't do it. You see, it just creates it to the left or right. And this is great to, everything's to the right. If we are adding another page, we move it that way, you know. So you can add the custom pages to the left or right. And let's see, duplicate this. So I just duplicated that page. Let me drag and drop. It does not cover that one, it will go below it. So we're trying that. So yeah, I mean, I would use VisualSitemaps. I really like it for tracking backlinks, changing the site to show the client a preview of the pages, leaving comments on a thumbnail on a page, and then, you know, sharing it. Like you click, leave a comment, say you want to right here, change heading, you know, comment, you know, and then we could do another one right here, you know, need new photo. So, you know, it's nice. You can share it, you can export it, it's PDF, and yeah, that's about it. The organization with the tags, it's pretty neat, right? So we can see what that is. But play around with it. It's great for showing your clients the sitemap of the website that you're working on or managing for them, and it's also great for in-house work where you can keep an eye and track the updates, what links you're sending to pages. I would love, and I've already requested, I don't know if it's on the roadmap yet, to be able to merge another sitemap with this one. So I could crawl another site and then we can embed it on this one, so then I could just put it down here and point it to the pages that it's going to. But VisualSitemaps, a very cool tool. The founders behind it seem to know what they're doing. I just hope that they fix the update, which they said that it's on the roadmap, but I don't see it moving yet in progress, to be able to move, you know, to the left and to the right, these pages. Right now you just have to put it in the child position, you know, and then it'll drop below. But if we want to put it up here, no. Say I want it right here, again, can't do it. Gotta go to home page, all the way to the right. So that's a big one. Interlinking, very big. Get that in there, please. And the other features that you can find on the roadmap, or maybe I'll add the roadmap a link so you can check it out. They have a lot of ideas that they're going to put here. Deeper crawls, ability to show all backlinks. That's really what we want compared to, but the drag and drop precision, that seems to be the big one that a lot of people want, and it looks like it's going to move to in progress soon. You get that in there, it'll make life a lot easier, and the tool will be even better, in my opinion. The white label and all that stuff can come later, but I really need the flexibility to drag and drop more, and right and left interlinking, need that. And yeah, try it out, see how you like it, let me know, and maybe I'll do another video on this one so we can kind of dive in deeper. But for the use case, VisualSitemaps, great for clients, great for in-house team to see everything, and even more importantly, use it for your backlink strategy to target each page on your website. We can go through a backlink session in the future. All right, thank you very much, and talk to you soon. Bye.